Hello and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program Ascent. Just checking here, we have 558,000, we have 103 science, and reputation 16%. This is year 1, day 17. We have 4 flights and 3 contracts, and we're going to adjust one of our contracts, flight path, I guess, trajectory today. I noticed last episode, I think it's going to be in a retrograde, but I'm not totally for sure. So, as you recall, one of our active missions was position a satellite in a specific orbit of the Moon, and it was at an inclination of 176 degrees, and I'm pretty sure that's retrograde. Here was the other one at 180 degrees. This was equatorial, retrograde. And we haven't rescued Shellbrit yet. So let's check the trajectory of our, what was it, science probe contractor, I think. Debris, that's going to crash, I hope. Yeah, that's going to crash. We are just heading out. We've been out for 8 minutes heading to the Moon. We're going to go ahead and fly this mission. We may use a maneuver node just to check and see where it's going to go. We are facing the sun. We're getting, yeah, okay. Going to map mode. We have just left Kerbin. Our periapsis is at 47,000 because the Moon is going to hold us just a little bit. As the Moon gets closer, we're going to get closer. We're going to be here when the Moon is here. And we want to boost a little bit further so that we actually get into a retrograde orbit and not just slow down and fall back down to Kerbin. So let's position a maneuver node here. Cannot add a maneuver node. Control is locked. Hibernation, maybe? That was it. Add a maneuver node in 48 seconds. We're just going to thrust a little bit. Okay, that's going to throw us out. I think that's going to bring us in. I don't have time to make this one, so let's do it up here. Let's focus on the Moon. We want to come in front of the Moon, not behind it. The Moon is rotating this way. We want to come in front of it so that we get slung into a retrograde orbit. There, right there, you can see this is retrograde orbits. Everything so far has been in retrograde, even our first one. We launched a little high on that one. So we're going to speed up just a little bit and see where it puts... Okay, yeah, that actually does it right there. That puts us in a... Going a little fast, though, looks like. Technically, I'd like to be a little bit closer, so... We're just making small adjustments here. Oh, I want to get it close to the orange as I can there. Then we'll hit the brakes. We'll, turn around and boost here. Prefer to do it there. See if we can change that any. We are slowing down. We're going to speed up just a bit. We might do it one more time and leave it at that. It's still a little bit low. We want that purple line to be matching the orange one there. It is close. It matches the green one. We could do either one. We could do the green one first and then boost back out. You know, that's our periapsis. That's probably what we'll do. We'll do this one first. So we're going to leave that there. We're going to make this burn in 7 minutes, 37 meters per second. Okay, that one's locked in. As long as we have power, and we should, the mun will not be blocking us. Let's go ahead and angle toward our maneuver node. It's probably more than we needed to burn, but we have 613 in this, and then 1524 meters per second delta V in that one. So 613 and 1524. I think we'll have enough to do both. Are we facing the sun? 92. Yeah, that's good. Let's go ahead and speed up time for 6 minutes here. Minutes. Just adjusting my volume. Two minutes. It shouldn't be that long of a burn either. Maybe, 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Oh, it actually tells us 9 seconds. .9 seconds actually. Let's turn the thrust limiter down just a bit. It's going to be 1 whole second. So we're on our maneuver node, target reticle, and make the burn. Okay. Let's see where that put us. 233. Let's go to the mun and just check that one real quick. Okay, gets us close. Did I burn too far? Could actually push it back out by rotating this way. Where's our... Here we go. I'm just going to hit the thrust just a little bit. There we go. So we're going to come in on that trajectory. Oh, ooh, I didn't want that either. We need to get the... I never even looked at this angle. Okay, let's go back to maneuver node. We'll have to add some normal or anti-normal. Too much. Cancel that one. Add a maneuver node. Technically, we want to burn up. So that the purple line matches go. That's 15 seconds. We need a little bit more. We want to get this purple line down to match the orange one. Like that. And we're doing them now because it uses less fuel to do it back here than it would if we waited and got here and then tried to burn it. So we're just saving a little bit of fuel here. We're getting ready for this burn. In 10 minutes, we're going to go ahead and speed up time. Down to 9 minutes. 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. And it's going to be a 0.8 second burn, so another 1 second burn here. We're locked on our, not locked on it, but we are pointing towards our target reticle, our maneuver node reticle, and we're going to go ahead and make the burn now. Go. And that is really close now. That orange line is going to match up with that other orange line. Then we can just make some small adjustments. It pushed it out a little bit, but you know, that normally happens. Small adjustments. Let's go ahead and F5 and save it. I don't want it to do all that again. And go ahead and speed up time. Let's hibernate. We're using very little battery. We are facing the sun, so no worries there. I'm hoping this works. I am hoping this works. I hope we get moon encounter. When I'm there, the moon will be here. Then we're thrown into a, yeah. Let's go ahead and speed up time. We don't have really anything going on Earth. We got 4 years to pick him up on Earth. On Kerbal. And if you look, you can see I did kind of launch when the sun was here, and Kerbal is here. We launched when the moon was on the right-hand side of its orbit over here, Kerbal. I just divide these up in quarters, and these are really good up here because you can get sunlight when you're on the opposite side trying to make a burn, but you won't have power if you're on, you know, the dark side. If you're down here and you're trying to make a burn on the back side, the moon's going to have a shadow, cast a shadow across your ship, and you won't have maneuverability power. Where are we going now? What are we doing? What are we doing? That is a great, yeah. Okay, we are in orbit of the moon, high. We did not have any science on here. I don't know why I didn't put any on at all. I think we were just going to do the contracts and then let it crash back into Kerbal. So let's go ahead and get down to F5 and save it. We're going to get down to the periapsis and make one of our burns to close up our orbit. See if we can get this contract done. There we go. Let's make a maneuver node and just see where it puts us. Oh, we're in hibernation. There we go. Ooh, oh, and I won't have control if I'm behind. We don't have any type of, I will have communication. I'll just pop out. That was close. That was close. Because we're going to lose communication right here. Let's go ahead and, oh no, we wanted to make a maneuver node just to see how much delta V we're going to be needing. We're going to close our orbit. There we go. And get it close to that orange line as we can. going to be 237. And I may try to rotate it a little bit. Maybe I better not. Maybe we better just get there and then do it slowly. I believe that's what I'm going to do. Okay, we're going to go to this maneuver node. We're going to lose control, but hopefully we'll gain it back. Let's go ahead and speed up time. We are going 368 meters per second. F5 and save it. Here we go. Take us an hour to get there. We are falling toward the moon. You see us picking up speed now. We're falling toward the moon. We're going to miss it unless we slow down, but we're going to slow down. There goes an eclipse across Kerbin from the moon. This is always a really good thing to witness. You can see the shadow on Kerbin from the moon. It's just like that on Kerbin right now. Nice eclipse, okay? Speeding up time. Okay, we lost it and then we gained it back really quick. We've got that green arrow there. Let's go ahead and position ourselves on our target reticle. We are lined up for close to the orange one, I guess. Close to the orange one. That's what we're going for anyway, the orange one. It's going to be a 9-second burn. 231 meters per second. So we're going to probably burn it at about 5. 15 seconds. 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 6, 4, 3, 2, here we go. I think that gave it to us. It disappeared. There it is, contract completed. 86,000 for that one. Now let's go ahead and while we're here, we're going to point anti-normal. Actually, it'll be normal because we're in retrograde. We're going to make a burn real quick. We're going to bring that blue line up to match the green line. It's close enough. It was a bad angle to try it. Let's turn prograde in order to slow down. I know this is counterintuitive to what we're supposed to be doing, but we're in a retrograde orbit. So by pointing this direction, I'll actually be slowing down. No, I won't. Why did that happen? Does it only work with normal and anti-normal? Okay, just checking these periapsis and okay. Right, here is the ascending node. So once we get over here, we can make a normal anti-normal burn to fix our. We want to make a anti-normal. Bring that line down so that it matches the green one. It's going to be 6-second burn here. So let's go ahead and get over there and do that one. Get our money quickly. This money is to upgrade the KFC Kerbal Space Center. We could use this money to upgrade the VAB, or maybe even the research lab, research facility. Speed up time. It's going to be less than half a second burn. Oh, we got to get to our maneuver node here. Okay, go. Okay, those swapped. We're at 0. Now we'll go over to our periapsis. And shrink it down just on the apoapsis side. Just showing you this. I don't normally always make maneuver nodes, but we'll just do that. 10 meters per second. How much do we have? 287. So we didn't even need, we could send this around the sun. We could do a flyby of, I should have put a science experiment on here. That was hindsight, I guess. Everything that launches should have a science experiment on it. Okay, let's go on around till we get to our maneuver node. Just ticking off these contracts here just to make us some money. We didn't get really close to that green line like I wanted to, but let's put our target reticle here. Maneuver node. It's like a 0.4 second burn. And we're going to be closing this blue line down to try to match the other one. I could add a little bit of radial, and it'll push this orange line in a little bit more. We may try that, but here we go. Oh, he gave it to us anyway. So you know what would have been nice was a relay satellite. This could have had a relay. On it. No experiments. This just gave us some money. We'll leave it out here for a little bit and see if you know, they need us to reposition it or something. This would have been high above the moon surface because this one's getting our low science. This one could have been getting our high science. Never really dawned on me to do that. It's in a kind of a inclined orbit, but that's okay. So let's go back to the F5 and save it. Let's put it in hibernation mode and also turn it so that it faces anti-normal there. Hibernation. Very good. Mission complete. KSC did a good job on that one. Let's go ahead and go back to the Space Center. Mission control. Let's check our money and our science. We have 726,000. We have 103 science. It's very plausible that we could upgrade this. However, this still needs to be upgraded because our maximum vessel size right now is 36. With this, we can do unlimited. We haven't upgraded this at all yet, so we can only use 30 parts. So 225 would give us more parts. So as long as it's not taller than 36 meters, we can throw all kinds of stuff on here. But let's also take a look at our research in 451,000. Research science limit of 500. And what that means is Kerbals on EVAs can collect surface samples. So, I mean, we might want to do this one. Go ahead and start getting surface samples. That's going to mean more missions going back to the same place we did. It's going to get us more science, but hardly any money. We don't get a whole lot of money for just getting a surface sample from the ocean. You know, Kerbin's water, Kerbin's shores, Kerbin's grassland. We don't get a whole lot of money for that. Interesting. We may go VAB. But let's go ahead and go inside and take a look at what we can get. These are all 90. This will be fuel systems. Big tanks. I'm really wanting to work with, I don't mind having that one. It's going to keep our part count down on our current rockets. This would be airstream foils, nose cones. This is important. These are important. That, not so important. These nose cones will help. Aerodynamics, not really interested. More nose cones, yada yada. Lifting surfaces. This, I never use that. There's landing gears. Parachute. Control. More than likely, this is what I'm going to get. Rover wheels. Oh, you know, the rocket that is out there right now could land a small rover on the moon. If we pick a good position, good spot, we can get like 2 biomes, send back some data, get some science that way. And we're not ready to dock or anything just yet. This is probably what it's going to be. That way we can use more parts. We can put more instruments by taking off some of the fuel tanks. There's probably like 6 tanks on there right now. We can get that down to 3 tanks. It's either that or the landing. Once we land on the moon, take back off. It's giving us these big rockets, and I really don't. We don't even have anything necessary for that yet. Take one last look. Yeah, these would be really good to have to cover our. But we're not really going that fast through the atmosphere. Control would be nice, and this extra capsule right here. Crew capsule, that's so we can take back off from the moon. We really don't need these if we're not docking, so one last look. I think we should go for the tank. Let's go for fuel systems. Researched. And should we do the VAB? This says if we upgrade it, right now it can only have 36 meters tall or 140 tons. So we're still building the same size rockets. We're going to have to do both of these at the same time. We're going to need the 282,000. I did not mean to click that. I will back out. Hold on. And 225,000. Max parts, basic action groups. Let's go ahead and get it. There goes our money. We've got a lot of reputation. Blue is science. Yellow is yellow reputation? I forget at the moment. Contracts completed was the position that satellite in orbit of the moon. We got 82,000 for that. So good job, Kerbal Space Center, for doing that. We missed the eclipse because we were out at the moon doing some maneuvers. But maybe next month, when the moon comes back around, we'll be down here to watch it. Anyway, I hope you like this video. Thanks for watching.